Welcome to the Anything Goes podcast. I am Kombat AllStar, and with me is
Random Girl.
And today we're going to talk about Allegiant.
Yeah, the Divergent Series Allegiant.
Yes. We talked about this movie a lot on our other shows, but it actually came out, so now we're going to kind of review it. Talk about what we like, dislike, the whole nine. So, do you want to get started?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
So, yeah. As you all probably know if you listen to the other podcasts and shows, I'm a big fan of the Divergent series. I just found out about it through the movies. It was actually a novel prior. But yeah, you know, I like the movie a lot. I mean, I like the premise behind it, you know, the divergence, how they are pretty much different from all the different factions and things like that. And so we just saw it. It wasn't yesterday. It was Saturday, March 19th. It came out on March 18th.
Yep.
And so we saw it and it was pretty good, you know. So you want to put your, I'll say what I like the movie a lot. In this movie, they basically, they were told in the end of the second movie that there's life outside of the wall, you know, and the Divergents were the ones that think for themselves. They'll be like the leaders of the different factions to help bring, back civilization or, you know, like, more clarity, I guess, for mankind. And so, and towards the end of the second movie, what was her name? Kate Winslet's character? I forget.
I don't know what her name is. I'm never going to remember her name.
I forget. I can't believe I can't remember. But yeah, she was killed off by Naomi Watts' character. I can't believe I can't remember their names. But yeah, she was killed off. And basically, Naomi Watts' character was, you know, pretty much in charge of everything. And they advised them not to, in the third movie, they advised them, oh, no one can go over the wall. It could be dangerous, you know, so it's closed off again. And so pretty much in this one, you know, Beatrice and number 4, they're like, hey, no, we need to see what's beyond number 4, beyond the wall. There could be like some great things. But there's like a lot of crazy stuff behind the wall. And they get like deceived and all that stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah. Did you want to talk about it, Kombat?
Yeah. So, I mean, like what she said, she basically summed up the movie. I thought it was okay. There were some things that were a little strange. I like well flushed out stories and things that tell me everything I need to know. And I realize it's only like 2 hours, so you can only do so much. But I kind of wish that there was a way they could tell me more about what happened to the Earth, why it became what it became. You know, they said the whole premise behind, you know, the background of the world, I guess, was there was something that you could take that would alter your DNA and give you
your genes,
alter your genes or your DNA and give you like special skills or whatever and abilities. And they didn't explain what they were. They didn't explain if they changed your physical appearance. They just said that it made people different, and people who didn't have the genetic change and people who did ended up fighting each other, and there was like another civil war or World War III, if you will, and it basically destroyed the planet. And there's only a few places left that are habitable. One was Providence, Rhode Island, and one was outside of Chicago.
In Chicago, yeah, and that was it.
And yeah,
out of the whole world.
Well, I mean, there could have been more because the guy was a director of Chicago, so there could have been more places. They never told us, but they hinted to it. And then they also, so that's basically what happened to the world. And the Divergent thing was an experiment to see. I don't know. At first, in the previous movie, they said it was an experiment, and the Divergent people were going to lead you into the new world. And you find out in this movie that was a total lie. And the experiment was just to see if somebody pure can show up, like reverse all the genetic changes that happen to your DNA and go back to human. So, I don't know. The story itself is pretty interesting. I think it's pretty deep. I just feel like it didn't explain enough for me. I did like the visuals. I did like the concept behind it. Even the end was awesome. I know I'm trying to like not spoil it for you guys because I want you to go and see it. But the end was pretty awesome. It leads. I feel like this is one of those tales or stories or whatever that's never going to really end. It's always going to progress, even after the franchise ends, the movie ends. It's never going to end. You know, like you're living life, like you're growing up with the characters or living their lives and blah 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 blah. So overall, I thought it was good, except for the parts that I just shared with you guys. But I thought it was okay. I thought it was a decent movie. Definitely worth going out and seeing.
Also, this might be a little bit of a spoiler, but I liked on the other side of the wall, it was very high tech. You know, in Chicago, where the factions were, they were their lifestyle was very simplistic. Everyone wore like kind of decent or regular clothes, you know. But on the other side of the wall, they had like high tech, like what is it, like some type of ships or whatever, you know. And their buildings were very high tech, and yeah, it was just a lot fancier. It was more in the future. So I like that.
And then you realize too, like on the other side of the wall where Chicago was and all the factions were, they were more free than the people on the other side.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything. Yeah,
it was like a monarchy. This director named David basically ruled with an iron fist. He didn't let anybody do anything he wasn't aware of. Yeah. And most of the people there hated him for it. They didn't like not having their freedoms. They didn't like doing the jobs that they were given, and they didn't like it. But over on the other side, even though they were warring and everything, they were free to make their own decisions. They were free to do whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah. And before it went crazy, when they had the factions, everybody seemed happy. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it was...
I don't feel like it was as strong as the first one and the second one. That's how I feel. But it wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of people's... I know I was reading reviews. Not reviews necessarily, but just titles of things when I went and Googled it before we went to go see the movie. And people were like, was this the worst one ever? And... You know,
yeah, it wasn't as strong. I mean, I thought it would be better because I was like, okay, they finally get to see behind the wall, and then it'll be revolution and all that stuff. But you know, it wasn't really.
In this one, I think
thought it was going to be.
There was a lot more mystery in this one. There was a lot less action. There was more talking. And
I thought it was going to be a nice wrap up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't awful. It's it's pretty good.
It didn't solve anything. You just learn more about the world that you're in. Which kind of sucks. I felt like it was a Truman Show all over again. Trapped inside of a world, they don't know they're being watched. And
yeah,
they were being watched.
Yeah, you'll figure out like a lot of stuff. Yeah,
it was pretty crazy. Fish in a fishbowl. So, do you have anything more to add to that?
No, not really. I mean, if you're a fan of the franchise, I say go check it out. Or if you haven't and you want to see a pretty good movie, then go check it out. It's in theaters now. So
I know this is a really short podcast, but we just want to kind of review it and not give any spoilers because it's still pretty new in the theater. Like spoiler free stuff or stuff that's not spoiler free stuff, but just stuff that has a lot of spoilers in it tend to go a little longer, but yeah, still had a good time. Anyway, let us know what you think. Like Random Girl said, did you go and see it in the theaters? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What were your thoughts on the characters? What was your favorite character? I don't even know if I had a favorite character in this one in particular.
My favorite was I can't remember her name. It's like in the back of my head, but Kate was the character was my favorite, and I hate that she got killed off. Even though she was mean, I liked her. Yeah. She was funny.
I didn't really have a favorite. I mean, I don't know. Maybe,
yeah. I suck at names. Also, Lisa Bonet's daughter, the short one. She's like a part of the crew. Her Beatrice. She's a short one. I like her too. You gotta learn
these names, man.
I know! I don't know.
All right, guys. So, if you like, let us know your thoughts about the movie as always. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Facebook. I'm more active on there. Follow us on Twitter. And on Instagram, too. I'm on there as well. So.
Yep. We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. We're watching you.
Gold sees everything. But no one sees gold.
All right, buddy. You're going too far.
And until next time.
All right, guys. Peace.
So long.